Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wing Talk with Fallen Angel. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come in if they'd like to hear it. Go ahead while I'm waiting to go ahead and just share this out on the social media. Hello, Canadian witches. How are you doing? Hello, Angel Max. Hello, Redbeard. Hi, Mike. Sorry, my computer's being a little bit slow today. I'm going to try my best to do what I can. There's been a couple of things that it's not want to work for me right correctly this morning. Plus, there's things just happened. Hi, country coyote girl. I hope everybody's having a good day. Um, this is gonna be more of um a wing talk about some people. I mean, about some trolls talking smack. Um, lately, this last week has been pretty hard on me. There's a couple of issues that been having to deal with that I kind of wanted to just keep hidden, I guess. I did not exactly want to bring it to public, or bring my side of the story into it. But it's gotten to the point on DMs, I'm getting so many messages about it, the situations, that I felt like I could not talk about it and give my side of the story. So you guys just need to bear with me while I talk about what I need to talk about on this part. Hi, Laura Kathy. How are you doing? One thing that I will say about sharing a computer, you have to sign each other out of YouTube because we all watch YouTube videos here. So it'll be just a second and I'll get started. I hope everybody's having a good day. And like I said, this is going to be a little bit more tougher um, wing talk than, not as bad as one of the ones I had before. But yeah, this is going to be more of a tougher wing talk. And because of that, I just want to let everybody know my side of the story. I am going to spill the tea on this. Now, because I am all about talking about the situations and not talking about the people, I will not give names. And if somebody does ask me to give names, you can kiss it because I'm not going to do it. I'm respectful that way. And anybody that wants to be that nosy, You know where the door's at because I don't play that game. Just saying. Hello, Jennifer Kosanki. It is good to see everybody. I have no idea why this computer is being so slow this morning. My computer is just wanting to be a pain. I've been trying my best to get everything situated for the wing talk this morning. And it's just wanting to be slow. I don't know what the problem is. I've tried every single thing I can think of to fix the problem, and it's not exactly going the way I have planned it. So just please bear with me. I'm going to start out by saying, yeah, all this that has happened has been going on Twitter. Okay. I took a week off of doing YouTube videos because of my internet situation, and there was situations for me personally that I felt like I needed to take a break, and so I did. But now that I am back, there's been kind of some issues that I've had, and I'm gonna talk about my side of the story on both of them. And the first one has to pertain to something that I said I would never do a wing talk on, but because there has been so many people DMing me, either talking smack about it or they are concerned about me, I'll give my side of the story to what was going on, the reason why I felt heartbroken, the reason why I felt so sad the last few days. I had a best friend. I've known her since, I guess, summer, a little bit before summer of last year. And me and her were as close as sisters, okay? I ended up befriending another person who happens to be a guy. And we just kept talking, separately. And there were tough situations on all our parts that was going on last year. Okay. I started having feelings for the guy. I never said anything because something like this was going to happen. I had that feeling. Of course, for some reason, I never trust my gut when it comes to telling anybody anything about how I feel. And this is one of the examples of the reason why. In January of this year, I let my best girlfriend know about it. And she even started having trouble. It started slowly getting worse, different scenarios happening and whatnot. Okay, but I always tried to be there for her. I always tried to ask her, DM her, even if I hadn't heard from her in a while. I'd explain, I miss you. What's been going on with you? And it's just one of them things that when people get their lives get busy, whatever. Just to say, hi, I'm thinking of you and whatnot. And I've noticed for the past couple, 2 or 3 months now, like I wouldn't hear anything from her. So I had messaged her quite a few times. just saying I'm concerned, I miss her. I would even tag her in tweets just because of the fact I missed her. I was concerned about her. She has been my best friend. Whatever she was going through, I was going to try to be there for her the best I can, like best friends should do. Well, amidst all this, the guy decided to push me away. He was having issues, difficult issues going on. And of course, I was getting to be more, I guess, aware of myself in my gifts and in what I know to to be true about my gifts, my intuition, my gift of hearing, the clairaudience part of it, getting to understand all this. And he had pushed me away because he had such difficult time with everything. He felt like he says he felt like it was going to be a burden on me. So he kind of excused himself and walked out, kind of out of the situation, out of the relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it. Now, mind you, we were just friends then, and speeding up to this summer, trying to get a hold of still my best friend, concerned about her and whatnot. I mean, she would say a sentence or two and then just leave it at that. Wouldn't say no more. And then I find out they started both really starting to try to talk to me more. They started to like I would be included in panels. I would be included in topics, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube, which was fine. I appreciated it, and I do appreciate it now greatly. But the beginning of this week, I found out they were dating. When I first really started, the guys really started talking about getting things together, kind of like a jump start on his YouTube channel. I explained to him, I have a crush on you, and all he told me was, I wish you would have told me sooner. This come out of left field for me. My best friend knew that I had a crush on this guy and still dated this guy, in a relationship with this guy. I'm really freaking heartbroken over it because I feel disrespected as a best friend. There are certain lines you just do not cross, or at least allow your best friend the time to understand what is going on, instead of being completely in the dark and then turning on the light in public for everybody to see. I think that was one of the most hard ways to find out who your best friends are. I turned around because I was upset about this, because for me, I've always been told there is a line you do not cross, and if somebody has a crush on another person, you as a best friend should not cross that line unless you talk about it with your best friend. That never happened with me. And it makes me feel like I was not valued as a friend or a best friend. And the fact of a best friend was stomped on like it was a piece of shit. That is one of the worst feelings in the freaking world. I've never done it to somebody because I'm loyal that way. I don't put other people in that position. But that's not it all. I went ahead and spoke my mind to both of them. I put in DDM how I felt about the situation, But I did not, I just said, considering that you're dating my best friend, it shows me what kind of friendship I have with you. I said the same thing pretty much to the girl. And then I blocked them both because I did not want to hear excuses. I didn't want to hear the shit that would have come out of their mouths. Because all it was going to do was make me feel worse. And I've told you guys my situation at home several different times. I have no way to really escape except YouTube. I have no real way of getting my mind off of stuff unless I talk to other people or I go and do visit with my sister or something. It showed me what kind of man this guy is, and it showed me what kind of woman this woman thinks she is. And then to turn around, and I ended up, it didn't stop at Twitter blocking. It was all social media. I blocked them. It hurt really bad and I didn't want to talk to them. I still don't want to talk to them about this situation. I am an adult and I don't want to get into this high school drama bullshit. Fine, if you want to date each other, y'all could have just said something without making it a big deal and having me find out publicly. The best friend should have known better than to do that to me. The best friend I treated like my sister. She turned around and done that to me. And I'm one of the most loyal people out there. And you can ask quite a few people that know me, especially Haunted Trucking. I am very loyal. Whether the person's right or wrong, I'm still backing them up, supporting them. And that kind of trust, it takes a long time to really put yourself out there, and for that trust to be broken that quickly, that's the reason why I have a hard time trusting in the first place. And when you break that trust, it's gone. That's my side of the story. What was going on Twitter, because my computer's being a pain in the ass, which has not let up for some reason. I'm going to just tell you exactly what is said. Now, I have screenshots of this. I'm just going to read you what the screenshot says and what my replies were. Within the last, I'd say, couple days, this is what happened. This person said, I get messaged, then get blocked by some petty issue without a way to maturely discuss issues as adults should do, but can't block in return because it makes me an a-hole. That's what that person said. You know what I said back? I said, never said you were. I blocked because I have nothing more to say to either one of you. And then they go on into somebody else's reply. This is what got me, and this is why I had to say something. This is what made it even worse. It's now since, from what I understand, been deleted, but I still got the screenshot. That same person that said, well, because they have feelings for me, but I can't be with anyone except them, I guess. Sort of obsessive and a bit of mental issues. Y'all better get ready for a wing smack. Because I sure as hell wing smacked it. And this was all on Twitter. And this person hid this message because he deleted that message I guess he realized the error in his ways. Y'all ready to hear my wing smack? I said, you really want to start blasting this out on Twitter? Nope. It's being disrespected by two people I thought were my friends. Being honest with you does not make me have mental issues. You are not a doctor and don't have the capacity to determine that, which I don't. And to top it off, I didn't say this, but if I was obsessive, I would have been right all over that whole thread saying stuff. If I was obsessive, I would have done a hell of a lot more. I would have been actually trolling. I kind of know how to troll, but I give people the respect of not doing that. I'd rather be keeping it as much to myself as possible. Obsessive? Nah, not obsessive. Just really freaking hurt that somebody, on top of doing what they done and disrespecting me as a friend, to turn around and say that I got mental issues and I'm being obsessive. You gonna talk smack about me on Twitter, honey? You ain't seen nothing yet. Even the girl said something. She said they truly are. Thankfully, I already went through my crazy, even though it lasted a good couple of months, but I got it out just in time, apparently. So she's playing right along with what he had to say. Then she really wants to try to text me on my phone, because she got my phone number, by the way, begging me to listen to her after all the shit that I went through. And I did not want to hear any more crap coming from her because I felt like I could not trust her. So whatever she said was going to end up being something untrustworthy. And then this person goes as far as replying to somebody else, somebody totally different. Okay. Replying to somebody totally different. They say, yes, you are correct. I was angered by what was done, but I have no issues with her, meaning his new girlfriend. Her and I are fine. It's to do with someone else I'm referring to. I'm protecting her and taking the blame for behind the scenes nonsense. The other person had been cruel and one-sided to her and me. So with that, I become fierce and moving on from this. Again, her and I are happy with each other. How am I cruel when I don't even get spoken to like a friend? I get a couple of sentences here and there, and then like within hours, I'm like not even talking to. Like everybody stops the conversation. Both of them do that. So how am I cruel? I don't exactly understand why I'm so freaking cruel for me to say how hurt I was over this, because when you lose a best friend, it's like losing a family member, a sister or a brother. It hurts. And it's not right. I went on this to defend myself against the fact that that person was trying to say I had mental issues and being obsessive. That's where there was a lot of people trying to DM me, which in a way, I'm grateful for. Everybody has a right to speak their opinion. But when it comes down to it, all it is starting drama. And this is a reason why I don't like drama, personal drama. It's because I'm still kind of worked up over this crap. He replies again to somebody else. Just because you're not allowed to discuss and return like an adult, making it one-sided doesn't make you horrible. I was blocked, then accused of blasting, which she only did herself. I explained in one actual reply that I done. I was like, excuse me, people are smart enough to see what you're doing, to see what's going on my side and see what's going on your side. I actually explained that on Twitter. And then this person said, and I don't have time for it, leave it be. Not here to draw sides nor make anyone do it. And I'm not trying to draw sides either. That's why I ain't putting nobody's name in it. But I felt like I was at that point where I have to say something because I am getting in trouble because of this. I am getting all this kind of crap going on because of what was said a couple days ago. I've been sitting on this because I didn't want to come out emotional. I didn't want to come out all high and mighty either. I wanted to tell the straight up truth of my side. Not that I wanted to blast anybody, but I am wing smacking the hell out of this. What makes you think that it's okay to talk crap about somebody and y'all are specifically talking about this? I was general about it on my side. I put my feelings into it. They try to lure me into talking smack directly at them. I don't talk smack. Now, I might on DM, but I'm not going to do it publicly. I have enough respect for people not to be doing that. You would think other people have respect. And these two people sure as hell didn't have respect for me, none. They don't give a shit. In this whole conversation, after I did my big, you're not a doctor, so why are you saying I have mental health issues? Somebody else comes in with something that I question. I'm just going to move right along to this because it is connected. Okay. This person comes right along and says, let me find it real quick. I've done lost it. Good grief. Okay. This person said, which is fine, but you have to stop to think that maybe, just maybe, these friends are getting to know you, and while others are saying that you don't get the chance to go out much, there must be a reason. Besides transcribing videos on YouTube, people often misunderstand things on here. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, sir. But I gotta say, it ain't really anybody's business why I really don't get out much. But I'm happy to say this. The initial reason why I'm back home with my family is because I lost my job where I was living and working. I was doing the same thing. I was stuck at the house. I didn't have really a way to get out and do anything. If I really needed or had to do something in an emergency for personal reasons, my company at the time would have made arrangements and whatnot. But I ended up having to leave my work. And I've been out of work since March of last year. My family's not rich. We don't have the money to be fixing all kinds of cars and whatnot and maintaining this and that and the other. We got one vehicle that works. My dad does work. Not that I'm disabled or anything, because I really do want to work. It's just we don't have the means right now for me to be able to go and do it. And literally, you can go walking on the side of the road all you want to in this area, but there's no sidewalks. Not safe for somebody to be walking down the street. And I'm 15 minutes away from the city, and that is driving. Imagine what it's like when you're actually walking. And I'm the type, I can't walk fast. So imagine that. And really, it's really nobody's business unless I really want to tell it. But I was gracious enough to say it on here. This is about the 10th, 20th time that I've said this in different places. And I've had friends tell the same thing. There was another thing that he had put. The same person that said that said, nice to hear, but also great to help those get to know you and let them introduce themselves to you to make this friendship better. And then I asked them, why are you trying to give direction on something you have no clue about? Because this is still on the mental illness issues and obsessions that I supposedly had. They reply, unless you want me to start taking people off my list of people on here on YouTube. And then I explain to them, you don't understand what I'm talking about. And what the initial comments are pertaining to have nothing to do with my personality or getting to know me. So in a way, I kind of warning wing slap. And it got to the point where this has been going on with this specific person for a little while. And there are times that I understand that he does not explain himself in a better light. He just comes out and says things like that to make you wonder, is he really talking as a friend, or is he really, he's on that edge of wonder. But I ended up, because it was getting me irate. As a person that is on YouTube, that is on Twitter a lot, I got over 3,000 followers on Twitter. I think 3,300 followers on Twitter. And I got over 600 here on YouTube, which I appreciate every single one of you. But why would I go into my personal life and tell you every little detail? Why would I tell anybody that I feel like I can't trust? And based on the situation that happened earlier, it's going to be even harder for me to trust people. It gets to me. People don't understand. I can try to I'll be as nice as I can be. I always have. But when it comes to trusting with everything, I have a real hard time with it. And what I explained earlier is the exact reason why. I blocked this person because I didn't know whether it was he was saying it in a mean way or in a nice way. But his reply to me blocking him was, I'm starting to see why some people are losing people here on here. It is because of the stuff they post on social media. When someone offers a viewpoint they don't like, this is why I think it's trolling. They block them and say they have no clue what they are talking about when I do. Seriously? Are you gonna freaking tell me that you're so arrogant that you think you know everything? I mean, excuse me? First of all, I block for very good reasons. I normally don't do that. I'm always up for debate. People on Twitter can vouch for that. People that have seen me on Twitter for a while now can vouch for that. I've said things that people have not liked before. But if you don't understand and you don't know the whole story, don't even put yourself in the thought of, I know what's going on. Because if you know what's going on, you would keep your mouth shut. You wouldn't want to get into the situation I'm in. And I don't blame anybody for asking about being concerned. What even got me worse was he said, sad too is this person, still lives with her folks, in her later 30s to mid 40s. Sad, I say, seeing that she don't leave home. First of all, who do you think you are? You already got my damn age and my background history going. Let me tell you something. I was out of freaking the house, my parents' house, for 10 years. I was not living here. I was going to college before I ever made it to where I was working in healthcare and living there at the same time. I ended up losing my job. And I get that. It was my fault that I lost my job. But I will say this. At least I have family that will be willing to take me in and help me out when I'm down. Because there's a lot of people that are homeless. There's a lot of people that are homeless that are in danger right now. There's that possibility they could get hurt by others on the street. At least I'm safe. At least I've got a roof over my head, food in my mouth, I've got clothes. And that's the most grateful. I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm thankful I have family that are willing to take me in. But the thing is, right now, I'm stuck. But you don't go around saying how sad the stuff is. It's sad that you can't get your head out of your own butt and see that the stuff that you write is trolling other people. And I'm not going to put up with this shit. There is no reason why you had to even make comments about it. You had no right to do that. You could have come to me DM and asked me yourself. I would have been more than happy to talk to you and explain some of this stuff to you in DM. But you didn't do that. You try to go public with this shit. I don't play that game. I'm going to go public on YouTube about it. Pretty much the moral of this whole entire situation, which I am so freaking aggravated about, be careful who you trust. I thought somebody who seemed dedicated, seemed like a best friend, turned out really to not understand what best friendship is. And a person that I thought was really nice and sweet, a man that I thought had his shit together, had himself, all the girls, everybody that flirting around, talking to other people, was just somebody that was, how do I put it, playing women, and I don't like that. And as far as what people say about letting ghost, when I'm going to refer to Ghost Dog, a lot of times when people know the situations, they might put their 2 cents in. When you got somebody that is a best friend who knows the entire situation and it gets really, really bad, it's almost time to let the dog off the leash. And he is one that you do not want going after you when it comes to trolling and stuff. And I'm not saying that he would go after anybody, but he would stick up for people. He really would. And it'd be like a daggum big old wing smack. But people don't realize that I'm the same way. You mess with me, you mess with my friends. And the bad thing is about this guy, this particular guy, I'm not the only one that he's kind of led on, so to speak, at one point or another. I'm not the only one. So everybody that's taking sides or whatever, I mean, I'm sorry. But I'm just letting you know my side of what happened. I'm wanting to let you know my side of the story because apparently there's like 4 or 5 different sides to this whole entire thing. And really, I don't care if you keep following me. If you side with that person, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just telling you how I feel. And to me, this one guy is a wolf in sheep's clothing. And people don't understand, when you get close enough to somebody, you can see through the shit. You can. But it's okay. You know, it's okay to live and learn. It's okay to be trusting of other people, but be careful who you trust. You don't want to be in the same situation as me where you get your feelings hurt and then people trying to bully you, make it seem like I wouldn't sit there and listen. And let me tell you something about that girl. She begged me to sit there and allow her to text me everything. And I continuously said how upset I was about the situation. I felt, and I don't feel like we are friends anymore. That's why I'm blocking you guys, because I don't want any contact with you guys, because all you're going to do is talk either 1, hate, 2, drama, or 3, about each other. And I really don't want to hear it. I gave her, she texted me and she was explaining stuff, personal stuff that I'm not going to discuss. But I am going to say this. I gave her 24 hours to tell me what she had to say. And then I finished blocking her from my stuff. Because I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to be dragged through the mud. I'm not going to be drugged through this drama crap just to listen and sit there, supposedly have nothing better to do than to sit on my ass and wait for somebody. I don't wait anymore. I'm better than that. I love myself more than that. And I deserve much better than that. And not only that, if you've ever been in that situation, you are better than that. Try to walk away from the situation. Don't let it get to you. That's what I'm having to try to do. Stupid magnifying glass. Everybody deserves better. And I know there are people out there that have had the same situation happen to them. You deserve better. Don't go back to the same stuff. Don't let people put you in a situation like that. If you have to walk away, walk away. Love yourself more than that. You are worth it. Things are going to happen that you are not going to really understand. And this is just a little bump in your journey in life. And it's learning about patience and trust and doing whatever you can. So, you guys, I just want to say, I might be the cruelest person in the world for not listening to something after I had enough crap out of the situation that happened. Enough, it was enough. I put my foot down. I was not going to listen to no more. You're damn right I'm not going to listen to no more. How am I supposed to trust something when I didn't get at least a courtesy? Hey, I'm dating somebody and then we're about to say it out loud in public. At least said that. Or they could have said, well, you could kiss my ass. And I would have been like, bye, bitch. Something like that. One of them things. You live and learn. And take it from me, you guys. You just do not understand how many DMs I got that were concerning. And I appreciated every single one of them. They about made me cry. Because it's like a light in the darkness. The ones that were actually genuinely concerned. But then it fed, that negative situation fed into having trolls. And it's one of those things that it just kept me angry. And it seems like when I get angry, that's when I go into this one mode. And it's not trolling. It's, I need to speak my truth. I'm not going to hide in the shadows no more. You are not going to bully me to sit back in the corner anymore. I'm taking back from what you've made me feel. I'm taking back that power and giving it back to me and turning it into something good. I told my side of the story on this. I wanted to let you guys know what my side of the situation was. And you know what? Truthfully, that's kind of why I don't put myself out there to date anybody. Truthfully, that's why. Because I've been hurt like this several different times. And when you got people that are close to you that do things like that, that's not fair. It keeps it keeps your confidence level down. It keeps you from actually growing as a person to be able to go out and date and have fun and do things because you're worried that the next guy that comes along, you know, the next guy that comes along, you think it might happen the same way. So you don't want to get your feelings up. You don't want to be vulnerable to that. And I know a lot of people that would understand what I'm talking about. And people that can't understand it, I'm sorry. But I'm glad that you haven't had to deal with the situations that I have had to. I love everybody. I don't hate people. I hate what they do. And this is one of those that I freaking hated it. It's just one of the I could have said a lot of different things on here. I could have bashed, I could have named names, I could have done anything and everything, but I still had enough respect for them as people, as adults. I wasn't going to throw their names out. I'm just that way. And that's where, I mean, as far as trusting people, now I'm almost back to square one because of it. And I don't feel like climbing that mountain again to start trusting other people. And it will take me a while before I can trust. It makes me wonder sometimes, is there anybody out there that I could trust? I know sometimes people have a hard time trusting me, which is fine. It's fine. I mean, not everybody can get along with everybody else in this world 100%. There's millions of billions of people that live in this world. There's bound to be people that just don't click to each other. Friends should have a mutual respect for each other and have those boundaries. Don't be messing with crushes. Don't be messing with people that you've dated before. There's a reason why they call them exes, because they done hit their ass on the way out the door. So, and if they done, and as friends, and this is one thing I brought up to the girl, if he treated me and I'm just a friend like he did, and she knows it, what makes her think that what he done to me ain't gonna be done to her? You know? And trying to warn her. And I hope everything works out for them, but I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm not gonna be part of their lives. I'm one of those that I'm not gonna stick around for it. I don't know if it's gonna last. I don't know if it's gonna be short, but I am gonna say this. I'm not gonna be around. And that's another part of me taking back the power from what I gave them whenever I got hurt. And I'm just at that point where enough is enough. I'm not going to deal with it no more. I wanted to bring this out before, but like I said, emotions. I wanted to keep them as calm as possible. And I think I've done that pretty well. I'm hoping. And I hope y'all enjoyed the wing talk. I'm going to actually go through the chat, interact with you guys. I know the last time I done a wing talk was actually talking about haunted trucking. He's inching his way towards his 1K. Amanda Ulrich says, good for you, Fallen. You don't need to be around this situation you're describing. I totally understand that. And I feel the same way. That being, and one of the things is being stuck in the house. I can't stand it. I'm a social person. And if I wanted to, if I wanted to get out and do other things, this would have just bothered me and be like a dark cloud following me. It would have ruined everything, anything. That's why I'm a realist. I don't even know what I am. I don't know if I'm a realist or my imagination gets away with me. And what he's possibly done to me. That's very well true. But I will say that women need to actually guard themselves as far as their emotions, not to get attached to guys that are like that really quickly. Especially people that are on the internet. You never know what their intentions are. It could turn dangerous, if you start talking to the wrong person. And it gets to the point where it just gets to the point for me that it hurts because he was my friend, but it hurts even more because she was my best friend. Jen says a real meaning of a friend is you respect your other friends' feelings, be there for them. You don't step on their toes without asking for permission, at least. But a friend is your ride and die chick. Exactly. Exactly. And I have a childhood friend that if she was to call me up and say, I'm going to pick you up, we're just going to go chill at my house, I probably would go ahead and do that. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. We might have disagreements here and there. Life just, life just happens. And we got things that we do differently. Sharpshooter says, on the same page when people that I thought was friends on YouTube, they scamming me, bullying me, threatening, and much more. But I just left it alone to move on. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. But when you get an overwhelmingly negative type of DMs, trolling, people being concerned, people are wondering what's going on, you got to say something. Excuse me. You just got to say something. And Jen also says she shouldn't started dating him in the first place. She's not a real friend. That's what I gather. Yeah, it is really hard to do when you're being trolled. Hey, everybody, okay. Hi, Amanda Aldrich, Canadian Witches, Jen from Jen and Eddie, Julie Murray, Mary E. Wolf, Misty Mountain 1967, Snobby Scrap Picker, Terry Woodruff, The Sharpshooter, and TJ Smith. I appreciate you guys being here. And I probably should have listened to some of my friends and be like, probably shouldn't have put this out on YouTube, but in the same sense, it was just perfect for a wing talk, in my opinion. The best definition of best friend is someone that you can fight with, not talk to for 10 years, and be able to pick up the phone at any time and act like it was yesterday the last time you talked. Exactly. Misty Mountain asks, Fallen, did you say you're an ex-CNA? I'm not exactly a CNA. I was a medical technician for adult adult care homes, I guess you could say. I was also a personal care aide, and I was doing that for about 10 years. I actually was a house manager, which meant I'd done everything: cook, clean, done the personal air aid care thing. Exactly, Laura. It should always be sisters before misters. And Pam says, I don't think some realize how delicate a heart is, even the strongest. Yes. Um, I agree with that. And I know that there's quite a few people that get their heart hurt. There's a lot of people that get their hearts hurt over things that cause, I mean, there's people that literally will die of a broken heart. They get enough stress on them and get the right kind of stress. There's people that have actually passed away from what they call a broken heart. Mary Wolf, if you're willing to move up here, there's all kinds of places that are hiring. I would be, but I'm not sure how any of that would work out. I would love to do that. I would love to be able to just pick up and move, but it would take me some time to get things together to do that. And I appreciate everybody offering and just talking about places that are hiring. I would be, heck, if we had sidewalks everywhere around here, that's what I would be doing until I could buy me a bike or a scooter or something. Because these roads are dangerous. Like, there's no shoulder that you can actually step on. You'd have to jump in the ditch if somebody was driving too fast and could knock into you. And take care, Amanda. Thank you for coming. Misty Mountain. I drive automatic. And I appreciate that, Mary. I mean, and people don't really understand me. I've never really asked for hand-ups. I've never put myself in a position to just beg. And you guys are just offering. I mean, it's very touching to me. And I've never realized how much people do care. It really touches me. And I really have to try to figure out and think of what I need to do to be able to grow and get myself in a better position, because I'm not growing as an adult because I'm here all the time. And I love you guys. And you're right, Country Coyote 29. We are a big family in this room. The trolls can hit the door, but then everybody that's more, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to stay. Trolls just either need to listen and hush with their negative comments, or they can leave. And Julie says, here where I live, there's a lot of CNA jobs or other jobs. We have excellent bus system. And there's a lot to do because it is a big 10 university town. Well, that's pretty cool. Hell, I wouldn't mind scrubbing damn toilets. It does not bother me to do anything. As long as I can get a job, even though it'd be, either part time and low pay, it does not matter to me. As long as I'm working, I can and would get a couple jobs if I had to. Thank you for coming, Terry. I appreciate it, and good luck with your doctor. I do feel bad to an extent because I wanted to explain what was going on with me. I wanted to let you guys know because I feel like y'all are my family. Welcome back, Anna. I mean, my family's always been one that, unless except for the exception of family, we really don't say much. We try to keep things a lot more private. And it's one of those that, you know, it's just something that I'm dealing with. I've been dealing with this for over a year. And I appreciate that, Pam. And I really do. And it means a lot to me that you guys are uplifting. I mean, I've been going through a rough patch. Now I'm just in one of those wing slap modes, trying to put my opinion out there because I know my opinion matters to some. It doesn't have to matter to everybody. It just depends on how you go about with your opinions. And I'm already over the fact that I had a crush on him. I'm more like, people just need to be careful. There are wolves in sheep's clothing. There are people that will take advantage. Oh, that's awesome, family. Tucker family vlogs. I just want people to understand and be aware and be open and be safe about it. You don't want to get yourself hurt, but you don't want to be like a recluse either. If you feel like there's a way to open up and a way um to be good at being friends with somebody, if they give you a reason not to trust them, is one thing. By all means, just walk away. And initially, people wonder why I block others. I block others for things like this. I don't want extra drama. I don't want extra things, suspicions happening. I don't want people coming back at me with nasty comments. And there's people that have said nasty comments, and based on that was said in that thread a couple of days ago, I was within every single right to put out my opinion, to say what I needed to say and explain, hey, I don't want to talk to you. That's why I blocked you. And I was going to stand up for myself because I knew exactly what they were talking about. And it makes me wonder sometimes if I don't, if like I end up if I'm going to end up being crazy from being in a house like this, not really much to be able to do, nowhere to really go. Is it going to cause me to have that much more social anxiety? Is it going to cause more problems for me to be able to interact with other people? Exactly, Tucker family. I believe you hit it right on the head. Tucker says, been listening the whole time. I hate that you were hurt. You are allowed to have your feelings and work through them. You always got to guard yourself and surround yourself with love. Quality over quantity. Exactly. Now, with me, I believe having a close knit type of friendship with a few people is probably better than having so many people that you would consider your friends, but they're more acquaintance. If that makes sense. To me, acquaintance is you just kind of first meet somebody. You kind of get to talk a little bit about your background. Could be a specific topic or whatnot. It may not be. It could be you met them through a common goal of, let's say, um, going to classes, college classes, or working together. And then your, you got your close friends that are one of those that um, you get to talk more, have fun with, and whatnot. By the sharpshooter, thank you so much for coming. Yes, Jen, they come and show up when they want something. Best friends, you can fuss and fight like your brother and sister, or brothers or sisters, depending. But in the end, you still love each other like y'all are still family and y'all get along great. And you're right, Julie. Some people do want large numbers of friends. I would rather have, more close friendships with people. And I totally understand that, Tucker family vlogs. And I believe uh, you're kind of on the right track, Country Coyote. People, once they lose my trust, I might be stupid enough to let them back in to understanding me and being trying to be a friend to me. You burn me twice, you're about to get the boot. A third time, I'm going ham shell. I'm going to be fussing and fighting and wing smacking. That is one of those things that I give you enough opportunity to not betray my trust. You break that trust, you're gone. I do not want you in my life if you break my trust like that. I'm growing up, I've always had a couple of people that I was friends with. And we always had that understanding if we were dating somebody. Hi, Randy's Paranormal Investigations. We always had that understanding there is things that you just don't do. And I was raised that way. There are borders that you, or lines that you don't cross. There are things that you don't want to, you shouldn't, you could, but you should not do when it comes to your friends. And if you do that, that's just an automatic, you're no longer friends. You're more like somebody who's what I would consider trolling now. You do something to break the trust and then you go after them like there's something wrong with that person. They're trying to put, the way I look at everything that happened, they were trying to put the blame on back on me when there was things that was going on that shouldn't have been going on. And I mean, I was wronged, and I know I probably should have gave them an opportunity both to say something. But if I, in doing that, I felt like I was also giving in to what they wanted to do. So that's why I blocked them. I wasn't going to give in. It was almost like allowing them to talk themselves back into being a friend with me, or at least a contact where they could just talk to me whenever. And I don't play those games. In Country Coyote, I can definitely understand that. I've had something similar, not exact, but something similar to that. And it really got my goat. It really did. Tucker Family Vlog says, I was raised with respect, to respect the boundaries, respect friendship. Mama always said good hearts get hurt the most, but it'll be worth it in the end to be the better, respectful person. Exactly. And although I've ranted and raved for over an hour, you know, I wanted to give y'all an update about it and what issues I had. And I also wanted to turn it around and be something good, like a warning, but also a positive thing, because everybody is better than that. There are more people in this world. If they would just get their heads on straight and stop being selfish and cruel towards other people, things would be a lot better. Things would be a hell of a lot better. And Jen said they shouldn't have done it in the first place. They should have came to you and apologized for her. Exactly. They didn't come out like it was. They didn't. They kind of come out kind of cocky, like either put up or shut up and move on type of attitude. Not that they actually said it, it's just their attitude. And I've gotten to where I found my voice. I found my way to put my opinion out there. And I do it in a way that I feel comfortable with. I don't feel comfortable throwing names out. I don't feel comfortable. I would probably feel even worse if I felt like the trolling on them was because of something I said or done. That's why I don't put names out. I don't throw. People probably would know the situation because there are things that are still up. But I'm not going to go out say out loud who they are and what they're doing necessarily. I only attack the ideas, the things that were said, not the people, because people deserve more respect than that. For real. And I appreciate that Tucker Family Vlogs. I don't find what you did here disrespectful. You didn't call names, troll, or be hateful. And that's one my biggest goal. I do not want to come off as being hateful. I'm showing my emotion, my opinions, and putting myself in a position where my opinion, my voice can be heard. Because a lot of times my voice does not get heard. And I appreciate that you're listening to it. I bet you probably laughed on a few things. I probably entertained everybody. And see, I would do that for anybody. If somebody was going through a situation, I would ask first normally, but because it directly involved me and it started getting to where it was more of a trolling thing, that's why I went ahead and done this. If somebody else was going through something, and they were being hurt, I would do what I can to ask them for permission to talk about it. Because it's not right and it's not fair. And I mean, everybody has a right to be able to say what they want to say. But when it comes down to the trolling, to the to being hateful, to trying to divide people when there should be no division in the first place. And I'm just talking in general. There are some things that I've seen that where people are fussing and fighting and, oh, you can't, don't follow me if you follow them. There are people that do that, but they do it for a reason. And it's almost like, I don't know how to explain that situation. It's almost like you've got somebody, there's two people that are arguing. Two people that are arguing. Okay. One person explains what's happening on their side of things, another person explains it on the other side, but they don't tell each other. You get this little middleman that runs to one, talks crap about the other one, and does the same thing back and forth until it becomes a big, nasty argument. That stuff I hate. And Laura Cathy says, I don't have friends in real life anymore because the same thing getting hurt and used. It's horrible when people take advantage of the kindness we give them. Exactly. Just because I am kind does not make it right to take a friendship, a best friendship, and throw out the door over some man, some relationship that may or may not last. To me, they don't. I don't think it's right for them to put it as they're going to be best friends, buddy up, and do all this stuff. There has been times where my ex best friend had nobody, and she came to me. just needing somebody to listen. And I gave her the opportunity to do that one last time yesterday. Or was, no, it was the day before. I gave her that one last time of me listening to it, to what she had to say. She didn't call. She didn't really text. She only texted one more time, and that was it. And then I blocked her. Because I've learned when you do that, especially with somebody like me, I already know you're going to draw this out as long as possible to get what you want out of the situation. And all I know is I want to get away from the situation. Give me some time to process. Don't swarm at me knowing how hurtful that shit was going to be. And what's sad is, from what I can remember, she had something basically similar happen to her. But it was more of a boyfriend and best friend situation than it was just a crush and best friend. And I don't say that lightly. And it was, I will say that was pretty bad. And so it is what it is. And I'm going to move right along out of it. In a way, Julie, that's kind of how I feel. That's my gut instinct. And Jen is right. That's not a ride and die friend. It's a best friend will last forever, but men or women come and go. Yes. And I know I do have a best friend that is a man. People get the wrong impressions all the freaking time. Hi, Melanie. Thank you for coming. But it's one of those that too many people get the wrong idea. And with me and my best guy friend, well, as I like to say, we might have arguments, but we have a pretty good relationship that if I get pissed off or he gets pissed off, we still know we got each other's back. And I know that he would. There's no doubt in my mind if somebody tries to say something out of the way about it, yeah, I dare him. Because I'll prove you wrong. Yes, you're right, Jim. Best friends come in every sex, size, and age. And people, to me, don't have a right to judge other people for having best friends. Sometimes they get judged on gender, they get judged on age difference and whatnot. And I don't think it's fair. It's more like a it's a judgmental thing. Tucker family says, I got a ride or die. We call each other soul sisters. She's in Alaska and we can go weeks without talking, but we always pick up. Her kids are mine and mine are hers, and she's family. And that is awesome. She Tucker Family Vlog said, "We know each other inside and out and talk about every single thing, gross or not." I used to have a friend like that. I really did. It's just, I think our friendship ended up growing apart, and which sometimes it does. And then I do have somebody that will come and pick me up. We'll go chill, go hang out. She's one of those that is really edgy, that I kind of, she's the one that was, she would take care of me. She was cool. You still have two great ones. Yeah, I do have at least two or three people that I'm growing in the friendship department. It's really awesome, and I'm really thankful for that. Because if I didn't have any friends, period, it would really mess me up that what happened. And everything happens for a reason, and it's a lesson learned for me. It really is a lesson learned. Yes, Jen. Yes, Jen. But definite lesson learned. And I did want to come on and warn people. Don't always put your trust in people. People have to earn that trust. There are some people that they will trust until you give them a reason not to. But trust should be earned, in my opinion. Exactly, Julie. Exactly. And and Redbeard and Jim, both of y'all are my best friends too. The way I look at it, the way I see things. And I do have another friend. She's another, but I would consider best friend, because there's stuff that I had to go through that was pretty dark, that she helped me through it. She showed me and had me help me understand a little bit better, and I still consider her a good friend, best friend. And she's she's got, she gets bouts of being sick, and she's been going through that lately. They are amazing. All right, thank you, Randy, for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I hope everybody um, has had a good day. I hope everybody's enjoyed this wing talk. And I'm the same way, Jen. I would never betray friendship. It's pretty much to the end. If you if you put me in a situation where I have to decide whether or not have to question my trust in you, and it's something that makes me feel betrayed, uh-uh. I'm worth more than that. You were worth more than that. I believe everybody's worth more than that. And if you do that without a courtesy of at least talking about it beforehand, at least say, hey, I've got I've got a predicament and I wanted to let you know before anything got any further and just come out with it. Don't sit there and dance on some information that your best friend should have been told in the first place. And the same with you, Canadian witches. It is growing. And I appreciate that, Redbeard. I will go ahead and wrap this up. You guys be expecting another Midnight Madness, maybe a chill out stream this weekend. And I'm going to do probably another wing talk on Monday. I'm trying to get into a routine at least 3 days a week doing a wing talk just to start out because it's been a little sporadic. This is my 11th episode, you guys, of wing talk. And I'm thinking everybody actually really likes it. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I'm really sorry, Julie, about your best friend. I really am. Yeah, I know I really hadn't gone through something like that before. But I know what it's like to lose a family member. And for me, best friends are like family. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, you can always DM me. And you've got a couple other people here too that are ready and willing, wanting to be friends whenever you get ready to. And I want to say much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being part of my little family. I want to call you guys my little halos because you guys brighten my day. You really do. Halos to me are golden rings. Those golden rings glow really bright. So you guys are my fallen angel halos. What do you guys think about that? Mary be my horns. Actually, I think that's what Ghost Dog would say. So we would have some horns and halos. Because to me, everybody has the light inside each. I believe everybody has light inside each one of us. It's just the way our decisions, our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts will make it brighter or dimmer. And that's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted to call you guys halos in the first place. And I'm so sorry, Jen. You're probably small enough you can jump in the refrigerator. I'm just kidding. Now, I hope you have a good day, Laura. And you guys. Channeling them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why when you said something about horns, that's what Ghost Dog would say. Wish I could. It's 80s in here. Wow. I had an issue one time. I will say this little story and I'll be done. I had this little well, it's not little, it was a pretty big farm, like a farmhouse, country house that I worked in in an adult care facility. They put in a really small air conditioner and it was brand new. And this thing during the summer was not working right. Basically a 2-story building with one big air conditioner, and it wouldn't go down below 80 degrees. Actually, it would get up to about 85, almost 90 degrees. That was about the time that I would break out the keys, say, everybody get ready to rumble, get in the vehicle and go get ice cream. Hi, Hot Melinda. It's good to see you. And yeah, having a house that hot is not fun. And I live in a house that does not have central air. Yeah. We got a air conditioner that runs as loud as a washing machine would. Which I think we're going to replace that because it's been used so much. Yes. Not good in the house. Red beard. Yeah. Goodness. My trailer gets up to 100 and on and can't have AC. That would suck bad. Knock that off right here. Hello, Chris Peterson. And I do kind of have an idea of something, an idea I wanted to do with you guys. I wanted to ask you guys before I let everybody go. I was thinking when I do wing talks, maybe we could have have a wing talk after party. Oh man, I'm allergic to the small mammal free on that push. Oh, I hate that. You're good, Chris. But I was thinking calling it doing a second live shh, doing a second live stream and calling it Wing Talk After Party where everybody, whatever topic I had in my Wing Talk, can actually go over to the second live stream and we could do an open panel and talk about our opinions, everybody's opinions, real time, what they thought about it, what they would do if they were in a situation like that, and all that good stuff. And I think I want to start that on Monday if everybody would like that. Red beard. I'll bring a beer. It's a good way for everybody to get their opinions out without making anybody feel like their voices are not heard either, because everybody's opinion matters. And to me, the opinions is just the way you go about bringing your opinions out that are right or wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect on that kind of thing. This wing talk has not ever been perfect. Redbeard today. Nah. Mary Wolf says, call it what coffee will fallen. Yes. I think that's what I might call it. Probably not today. I will start it on Monday though, and we can do it 3 times a week. Oktoberfest beer to share. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I keep getting dinged. But I hope everybody has a fantastic Friday. Remember that you're better than what some people do to you. You are worth standing up to say something about any situations that you feel you're wrong. Try to talk about it. And if you're like me, you're in a situation where it's not feasible to really talk about it to the people that actually done anything, just go ahead and walk, ignore as much. But you're worth it. You're worth more, and you're better than that. You're a lot better than that, and you deserve to be treated better than what people like that had done to me. Don't let yourself fall for people being nice to you, because people, you can take it one way and their intentions are another way. You're worth it. May your day be bright. And much love to all my little halos. Tucker Family Vlogs. If you live closer, I'd have you over to grill and relax and chill. That would be awesome. Got to get Ghost Dog to get here. And I got you, Jen. I've been working on trying to get him to pick me up to take me down there. And I'm sorry for that, Melinda. Um yes, Canadian Witches, I'm sure glad that you said something. Chief Armable has a interesting live stream tonight. Um his mother is actually going to be speaking on on Chief's channel. If anybody's got Chief's link, please by all means go ahead and put his link up, because I don't see him in the chat. He is going about 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Pacific. He is gonna, his mom is actually an elder, and his mom is willing to come and talk, I believe talk with everybody. I'm not exactly sure if it's more of a Q&A, but this is kind of from what I understand, it's kind of rare. Hey, Angry Vampire. I don't understand why a Ghost Dog hadn't brought me down there either, Jen. I really want to come down there. But yeah, Chief is going to be doing and it's going to be pretty cool, because elders normally don't get a chance to talk to other people like this. Very rarely does that happen. So, guys, stay tuned for Chief's live stream tonight. I will be there. Ghost Dog will be there. Quite a few of the people in this chat are going to be there, and I can't wait to be there. And also, while we're at it, everybody check everybody else out in here. Yeah, this stream is not just to listen to me. If you notice, everybody's there's somebody that's catching your eye in the chat as far as their avatar and everything. You want to go check their channel out, be more than happy. You know, it's not going to bother me. You guys can go ahead and check each other out. Hit that red button, ring that bell, and let's see. He said it was going to be about 6 o'clock Pacific, which would make it 9 Eastern, but most definitely it's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time. And there is his channel. If you guys would like to click on that, subscribe to him, get that notification bell on so you would be able to get that notification when he goes live tonight. So if it's 8 Central, it's going to be 9 Eastern. What sort of stuff does he do? Well, he kind of talks. He's a I would say Native American, but he's actually Canadian. A native. So he gives his opinions. He has done some panels. And tonight is going to be his mom is actually going to come up and answer questions for people. And I believe this is going to be pretty interesting. All we do ask is for people to be respectful, because that is Chief's mama. He definitely talks about his views. Yeah, I get confused on it. I know he's Canadian, but he's also a Native American because it is North America. So I don't know what to say. I don't want to get trolled for saying something the wrong way. So, but yeah, his mom is an elder, and she will be on the stream tonight. At Chiefs. I will put it up one more time just so anybody that didn't catch it. And I do apologize if I said it the wrong way, or no, I hope nobody took offense. I hope Chief did not take offense to what I just said, because I'm sure he's going to see it later. But yeah, starting Monday, we'll start doing like coffee time with Fallen Angel, which will be more of a direct open panel based on what was said in the Wing Talk prior to the coffee talk. And sometime this weekend, I am probably going to do a Midnight Madness. So you guys be looking out for it. Make sure notifications are turned on. I've got some things planned. I'm sitting here ready and waiting to see what the next couple weeks brings. And that's cool, Mary. Sometimes YouTube is a pain. You have to sometimes, if you have Sometimes people get kicked out of being subscribed to people, and it's by YouTube. It's not. It's a YouTube mistake. So, but I hope everybody has a very good Friday, and don't let anything get you down because you are worth a lot. I value y'all's friendship. I value you as a person, and I value y'all's opinions. And always remember that, even if I do fuss about it or I come back with my own opinion, I value everybody. I respect everybody. And a lot of times I just wish that there were more people that would do the same because things would be a lot better. And thank you, Jen. See you guys later. I'm sorry, Chris Peterson, you that they YouTube took it down. I'm sure it was a good video. I wish I could have seen it. But until next time, guys, just remember, you never know what is out there until you spread your wings and fly. Much love to everybody. This is Wing Talk with Fallen Angel. Have a nice day.